Hello everyone, it's Kingsley back here, not old yet, and I said this week I was going to do a bit of a diet week. Well, it's my second full week after COVID. The first week was fine, and I went back into the gym a couple of times, and I went, as I told you last week, and I did 30 lengths each time I went to the pool. Well, I've continued in the pool, but I have to tell you I've hit a brick wall a few times in the gym. My body just would not work, and that's very frustrating. And so I'm keeping going week after week, and I'll get stronger and stronger. But I guess you just have to allow those days when it just doesn't feel right. One of the things, though, that happened during COVID was I lost my sense of smell. Now, that can be a useful thing if there's bad smells about. But my sense of taste and smell, I couldn't taste anything. And so those of you who have any Irish connections, you'll understand the only thing I could taste was this. Now, tato is a very famous Irish, you'd call them chips in America, we call them crisps, cheese and onion. Now, you don't want to meet anybody for a day or two after you've eaten a packet of them, but that was the only thing that I could taste. But one of the things that I do daily, and I said last week I was going to talk about this. This is what I take every day, and it's Vega. I'll introduce you a little bit in a minute. A few years ago, my job, I travel, I visit churches, I travel overseas, and most of my time is spent in a plane and in different countries. But a few years ago, I went to Pakistan, and I've gone many times to Pakistan, and I love it. And the Pakistanis are the most friendly people in the world. Very similar to the Irish in many ways. We might look a bit different, but similar at this level. In my home, when I was brought up in Enniskillen, Black Lion in Enniskillen, when I was brought up, my father was probably the most hospitable man you would ever meet. If you happened to call at our house, my dad wouldn't have let you go past. There would have been a cup of tea, sandwiches, cakes, and if you were willing to stay for a meal, a full meal, you'd have had a full meal. That's the way that it always was like in Ireland. Now in Pakistan, it's quite similar. So when I would go there and do a meeting or speak somewhere, afterwards, the ladies that had been preparing the meal, and often when I stayed in people's homes, I would go up on top on the roof and sit down there, and with the guys ate together, the ladies ate together. That's just the way they did it, and they would have this whole incredible array of food. The problem is this, is that I'm an Irishman, and as an Irishman, I tend to eat plain food. I'm not really into exotic food that much. Now, when I went to Pakistan, they put food in everything. I said, don't stop putting explosives in my food. And one of the years that I went, it affected me so badly, I got ill actually. And I stayed in people's homes, which I don't do now, but I did then. And I got ill and I had nowhere to go. And the actual toilet in the house where I was flooded, just a hole in the floor. And I won't go into what happened to me, but that was just very, very difficult. And so I pleaded with them, stop feeding me, stop feeding me. I don't want to eat anything more. And so for breakfast on this particular day, the guy said to me, well, you have to eat something, you have to eat something. So I said, well, okay, make me an omelette, but make it plain, nothing in it, just egg. Well, anyway, when it came back, it had eggs and peppers and onions, and that was their plain omelette. They just couldn't do it. So why I tell you that is the next time I went, I decided I was going to fast. And so I fasted. I was there for a 10-day trip. I flew on the plane, 10 days, flew back. I had something to eat on the plane on the way over, and then I had 10 days of eating nothing. Now, this is with a very busy program. I stayed in a hotel in this particular time. I had a team with me. Stayed in a hotel, a good hotel for security. It had a good gym in it. And so I went to this hotel. I ate nothing for the 10 days apart from a protein. Not this one. It was actually a lady, a friend of mine, gave me a week's supply of a protein-based supplement, a meal replacement, but just protein and all the essential ingredients. Well, on that week that I was there, I ate nothing else. I just had a fruit juice mixed with this in the morning and one in the evening. While I was there, I was healthy, I had no problems, I had endless energy. I was in the gym every day, I was swimming every day, and then doing my whole program as well, and it was fantastic. And I came away from that so healthy because everything I had was in the product. Now, this is the product that I use, and I want to recommend it to you. It's called Vega. You can get it from Holland and Barrett, or you can get it online. And it is a vegan one. I'm not vegan, but if I just read you what it has, it's high in protein, high in greens and vegetables, high in minerals and vitamins, high in fiber, high in omega-3, low in sugars. It's made with real plant-based food ingredients, non-GMO, gluten-free. This is a vanilla flavor one. It's called Essentials Nutritional Powder by Vega. And I take, since I got the COVID, I've been taking this every day. And what it does for me, it just makes sure that I get everything that I need that is essential. So I get all those things in the day. So if I don't eat anything else, and I don't taste it because my taste hasn't come fully back yet, but at least I know I'm getting everything I need if I don't take anything else. So I just want to encourage you, if you're going through COVID or you've been through an illness, one of these, there are loads of them, you can find them online, and there are loads of these. I just picked the Vega. I got this one in America, where I first was introduced to it by a guy in a whole food shop, and I bought it and I started to use it and found the benefits of it. And so I want to encourage you, consider having some supplements so you make sure you get everything that you need. Now, in the old days we didn't need that. People talk about organic foods today. My parents knew nothing but organic foods. Everything was organic. We had chickens running around the house that gave us eggs, and everything you pulled from the ground, the potatoes were in the ground. So it was all organic in those days, but today is different. And so sometimes we need a little bit of a supplement so that we get everything that we need. So just consider that, and that's got me through this last week. I'm still swimming. I'm still trying to run, not very well. I had to stop at 2K the other night. I'm trying to lift some weights, but I'm just taking it slowly. But today I just want to encourage you, get your diet right. See, what was happening was I couldn't taste anything. So I was getting chocolates. I could taste some chocolate, getting mouthfuls of the stuff and eating it like it was, that's not very good for you really. But at least I could taste it. So now this way I know I'm getting everything I need, so that's building up my strength and my nutrition day after day. So that's all I'm going to share with you this week. Have a great week, and I'll be back again next Tuesday. Bye-bye.